Hey guys, today I will be talking about Tonetaurus UR nuking guides and how to nuke Tonetaurus. Before you begin this video, you probably are wondering to yourself, why do you want the UR in the first place, right? No one tells you why, but they only tell you how to do it. So I'm going to cover this before I begin the video. The reason why you actually want this UR is because you want to negate as much damage as possible in the passive. So the higher the level you get on your passive, not from your HP attack defense of your UR when you level it up. So generally the multiplier for URs is around 25%. So if you have level 101 here, generally on average, the UR level you are required to have is 404. But I noticed that a lot of people who have Tonetaurus generally do not have levels above even 200. So to understand this, you really need to know that negating damage and getting crit res is a lot in this game, because if, for example, you are playing mines, a really high level content where you want to grind as high as possible and you want to make sure that your nuke team is not running a healer and still takes as least damage as possible, but you do not have ways to heal, you generally want to negate damage as much as possible. So for my examples, I have Mikey and Draken. I run it sometimes in nukes where I am required to run Tonetaurus and I negate less damage from mobs such as Tonetaurus. It's really annoying, and this UR can save you a lot. So you generally want a really high level on this Ultra Relic especially. This is one of the most ultra relics in the game, basically. It's really important. This is one of the most important equipments you can have in the game, and you really want to level this up. Tonetaurus has a 28 million HP health bar, as you can see in the picture that I probably have overlaid it with. You want to complete it in 5 minutes, which is just like any other UR. It has water killer, so you don't want to run any water unit. It will legit one-shot your water unit. But it has a fire weakness, so you generally want to run fire. You can run any other element, to be honest. And after filling 5 orbs, basically TAs, you want to reflect this. Okay. Now, I'll be going to the nuking guide. So in GSOD, they recommend 2 different nukes, which is pretty much the only ones known out there. The first one is the Milim nuke. Milim is a character from Slime, which basically reflects and just got buffed recently. With the new NA, she lasts 10 seconds, so it doesn't really matter when she reflects it. She can literally solo the fight. I've even posted a video on my YouTube short, and you can have a look at that if you haven't already. You want a lifesteal item on her, either Goblin Slayer Dagger or Exceeds X. And you want to make sure that Milim is also running X Gate so that she can crit. And you just want to make sure that she has 100 odds to NA. That's literally all the requirements when it comes to Milim. This is a bit outdated. You don't need damage res because she's going to lifesteal everything anyways, and she's going to literally one-shot the bird. It's not even funny. It's actually broken. Now for Duran, it's a little bit more different. Today I can't be asked to nuke as Duran. I actually did it before, but I decided I would feature Tilith today. I had him record a video on how to Duran nuke, but for Duran nuke, you basically have 2 options. One, you either run Goblin Slayer Dagger. This is so that you can lifesteal while Tonetaurus is killing you on Duran. Or number 2, you want to have enough damage res, such as running equipments like Viper, Tonetaurus itself, Senketsu. You want to run these equipments so that Duran survives it while reflecting it back at the bird while he doesn't take damage. So that's another way you can do it. And this is a little bit more difficult because Duran requires 200 arts for obvious reasons. He needs to TA, right? And the same is needed for, say, for example, Forte, Sonny J. You basically want to buff your Duran. You want to put light res down equipments to make it easier. You want to put Sacred Silent Treasure. These are some of the equipments for Duran. It's a little bit more difficult. And honestly, if you had to ask me which is the easier one, I definitely recommend the Milim nuke, because Milim is literally solo carryable. It's pretty easy for literally anyone to carry, especially those who are potless. A lot of veterans are potless, I swear to God. They will gladly carry you this level, I swear to God. If you're really feeling sadistic, I am hovering the sustain comms so you can get a feel for what the sustain looks like. But I will warn you that this will take a while, at least 2 minutes, because, well, even if you do have good equipment, remember he has 28 million HP. And I really do recommend getting a very high level on this Ultra Relic, and you only have 3 days every 6 weeks at the time of this recording to be able to grind Tonetaurus. So you really want to nuke as much as possible whenever possible. So do take it with a grain of salt when you're thinking of sustaining this fight, because you probably shouldn't. Well, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to write down in the comments and I will gladly answer them in the comments. And I will see you guys in the next video.